Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this? It's so heartwarming.
He's so sad.
It's so sad, man. Feel bad for Krieg. Wasn't able to see her one last time.
All the more reason to fucking hate Ava.
About that.
Fucking bitch.
She is, yes, agreed, but... Oh, hey.
Ball Hunter.
Ball Thunder! Hush.
I am picking up a distorted thought within the confines of that memory. Curious. Head back there and check it out.
Let's go back.
Back to the place. Alright.
So,
Ouch.
I looked it up. About the boots, the Titan boots.
Well, go on then. See
They
what the
do
nature
work
of
with
this
Behemoth.
distorted thought might be.
I swear to fucking Christ.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? It doesn't say anything that it wouldn't. It just says if you get a solar final blow. That's all it says.
I know!
And if you get frozen, then it's a problem.
I was
So
kind of
why wouldn't
hoping
it
that it was a
work?
solar... I didn't realize how broken they are beforehand.
No, it just says solar final blow.
That's fucking dumb, dude.
And if you get frozen, it doesn't say anything about what subclass you gotta wear.
get that.
I am not...
I just wanted to make sure because, like, you never know with Bungie.
I'm not gonna lie, if it didn't work with him, it would have been a bug. And they would have fixed it.
Probably would've, yeah.
Like, you know it would have been a bug. Like, there's no way they're letting that in the game and not being fucking the most busted shit ever unless people bitch for long enough. That's the only reason they change things.
Let's talk about One-Eyed Mask. That shit was still fucking overpowered for a year and a half.
Yeah, and the only reason they changed it was because people bitched for long enough.
It's because Bungie's actually a time main.
Dude,
Time main's rise up.
They fucking... Dude, there's a reason why when updates don't do shit to weapons, they're called one-eyed mask nerfs. They literally are just not nerfs. What the fuck did I die to?
What?
What did I die to?
I have blown us up
How?
by blowing up a barrel.
What barrel? Oh, that barrel.
The one that's right here.
Yeah, I saw that. But it's like at this point, we don't, like, a nerf is like, there's two types of nerfs now in Destiny 2. There's an actual nerf, and then there's the one-eyed mask, like a one-eyed nerf. That's just how it is.
I'm gonna be honest, Toxic. I've never heard anyone refer to
No,
anything as
it's,
one-eyed.
again, for me. That's exclusively for me. Like, if it really does not affect anything, like, in the slightest, like, it doesn't, you know, does it remove it? I'm not gonna say remove it, but, you know, doesn't make it where, like, oh, you have to run this to, like, you know, to win. Then it's like, okay, that's not, they didn't nerf it, even though they said they nerfed it.
Well, they did nerf it just because it's still really strong. It doesn't change the fact that it's nerfed. That's not how that works.
If it's reduced in some aspect, it's nerfed, but whether or not that aspect actually makes it nerfed where it needed to be is the question. Like,
Yeah.
like fucking Immortality Field is that piece. That ability is insanely busted. They nerfed it so that instead of 20% health, it now caps you at 10% health if you take damage while in the field. Great! That means if the field dies, you're less healthy and you can heal faster because of it. But the field is still strong because it still stops you from dying. Or looking at the bow in Apex right now, it's still fucking busted. Not just and they nerfed the speed, or they didn't nerf the speed. That's the problem. They nerfed the damage. They nerfed the amount of ammo you can carry. They nerfed like how long it takes for you guys to I don't know why that canceled. How long it takes to pull it back and that kind of stuff. But it's still really strong because it shoots so fast. And everything in Apex basically happens at mid to close range anyway. So if you can have something that does 60 per body, around 100 per head, that's also basically hit scan at mid range, it's gonna be strong.
Sorry for you guys suffer lag.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, what the fuck?
I've been lagging my tits off during this entire bloody fight.
I do not know what the hell happened.
I've been fine.
Yeah, I've been fine too.
I just
Yeah, that fight alone, I was just lagging my tits off, and I was just like, what the fuck? Can I, like, you know, be able to kill this guy who's standing right in front of me before he teleports, like, 10 feet away, before I die, please?
Nope.
I'm going up here.
Not allowed.
Hey, you want to talk about nerfs, though? Fucking, you should look at fucking Ubisoft nerfs. Those are just fucking, of them, dumb nerfs. Like the Twitch nerfs.
Yeah, they have some nerves.
You dropped something. Your spine.
How do you guys feel about the fact that Ubisoft's going to be focused on free-to-play?
Don't really know how I feel about it.
For me, it's just like I don't know if it's going to. I'm not going to say if it's going to be viable. Obviously, it's going to be viable because there's going to be people who will partake.
It just depends on what they end up producing with it in the end. Because it doesn't even matter if it's like Ubisoft or whatever company. It really just depends on what is the product that's going to be free to play in the end. Because you can look at like half of the free to play games that are successful. They all have like certain things about them that makes it work. Meanwhile, you look at the other half that are shit, and it's a case of just base things end up being what ruins them. Really, as long as they just don't pull something like, say, a fucking Evolve second, or like Stage 2, then they'd be good. Which I'm so salty about, because I liked Evolve, even though I didn't get to play much of it.
Evolve was good.
Never played it.
It was fun.
It was good.
Suck that
I
fucking...
guess you gotta hope that Turtle Rock doesn't do the same thing with Back 4 Blood, huh?
I doubt they do that with Back 4 Blood. And at the moment they're too busy, like, fucking Wicket, trying to actually catch up with shit.
Yeah, but you never know.
Besides, if anything, I just feel like if Back 4 Blood flops, it's just because of the fact of it just wasn't enough, or like, just wasn't good enough, really.
Yeah, Back 4 Blood is coming out this summer, right?
October. It got held back.
Ooh.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, eventually it was summer, but okay, I don't know what killed me there. But obviously the it got held back all the way up to the 15th of October, if I remember correctly. Only reason I remember that is because a friend of mine actually fucking pre-ordered that shit for me.
Oh wow. That's a good
All because they were drunk one night and got paid.
I want to get Resident Evil Village.
I know that like when I do decide to buy it, I'm going to get a really good deal. Because I'll be not only getting Resident Evil Village, I'll be getting Resident Evil 7 as well. And like on Steam, they're just buying those two separately.
Yeah. It has the double package, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Resident Evil Village. Like, I'm not going to go into like talk about anything about it, but it's just like, I don't know. At least from what I've seen so far, it's like,
Up the vampire before she turns into the tentacle lady.
Well, Village is essentially
That's what we were talking about, right?
Homage to Resident Evil 4.
Then again, also as a fact of really before 7, I just didn't do anything with Resident Evil, so that doesn't really help. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I seen 5 and what the fuck 6 was.
Yeah, 6 is not a good one.
That's the one with
I feel like 6 is good only because of how trash it is.
That's the one with the icon that looks like a giraffe getting a blowjob, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
The one with the grown-up Sherry. The grown-up blonde girl.
The one where the entire story is just, hey, I love you. I don't love you. Fuck you.
Essentially, it's like what's it called?
It's a shitty rom-com.
It's just like crap rom-com.
A game with an identity crisis, to be honest.
It's like multiple personality disorder on that shit. Like,
Let's go ahead and take the Resident Evil survival gameplay with the limited inventory and resources and put it into a full-on action game, so you're limited ammo.
Ran too fast.
Get fucked, Speed Boy.
This is a good
Resident Evil 7 and 8 are part of the trilogy, so 9 is supposed to be the end of that trilogy.
King must pay for his insults upon the personage of our beloved queen. I beseech thee, find our missing knight.
Yea, I do hearken to this illustrious quest. Your regalness is that right?
Nay.
Indeed.
Yeah, I lop.
I will
What
not
about
let
it?
my honor be smirched by a lowly creature such as he.
You know, I knew you were into roleplay. I didn't realize that kind.
If thou
Hey,
should find
that-
our
hey,
errant champion,
people don't know.
do relay
That's
his
the gateway,
misery
man. That's a
long for
gateway.
his triumphant
I don't know,
return.
lopping is like the fucking gateway to fucking hell. Fuck
Then
lopping.
seeketh thou clues as to our
yeah.
lost soldiers' whereabouts.
It gets weird
Only time
now.
I-
Wouldst tarry
Gets
a
weird.
moment
Okay, only
and
time
hear the
I've seen
tale of
lopping
our
ever
kingdom's
done
woes,
right is
then
when
speaketh unto
like 2
me.
guys dressed as knight were about to fight each other, and one was just being a sassy fuck, so he decided to literally
So
the other one
you wish
literally got a
to
shield,
learn
just
more?
fucking shield bash
Then
the guy in the
let me
face and knock him the
begin.
fuck out.
You don't actually have to stay for this, by the way. He does go on.
This battle against
okay,
the
cool.
Blackhearts hath raged forever and a day, 'twould seem. Move and counter-move, Sicilian defense and en passant. We've lost many a brave warrior upon this checkered field of battle.
Indeed. But
Saying
we did not
checkers is
start
better.
this war.
You're the white pieces. Doesn't that mean you definitely started it?
Ah, yes. While that is technically true, the Blackhearts really had it coming. Their banditry hath terrorized these lands since time
On
immemorial.
toxic story.
But the final straw, as it were, was when we received word that the foul Blackheart King said the most unkind things about our fair queen.
So, this is all because he dissed your girl? I mean, I've heard of worse reasons to start a war.
To be clear, he started it. So, naturally, we went to war. For the good of the people. And the lands, of course. And also because he is a bully.
And bullies have no place in this world. They're mean and nobody likes them. So we will fight them.
Indeed. But just between us, I'm actually the better fighter.
It's not my fault. I have bad knees, but I say this truly. I can kill any man who stands within a short distance of me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get moving. Gotta find that knight.
Your efforts shall be rewarded.
I mean, I like the fact that they essentially just talked about how, you know, the entirety of chess with like a story, and I like that. It's cool. Anyway, let's. What are you? What the fuck?
Fine.
Fuck the ground, fuck the ground, fuck the ground, fuck the ground.
I don't know.
I was
if it's
asking for it. Do you see what it's wearing?
Huh?
Hmm?
What the hell?
Look at this. Wait,
It's the worm emote, but you can just keep starting it over and over again.
Aw.
this looks
He's
so
fucked the
fucking
ground.
stupid, dude.
He said,
Oh.
fuck Earth
Oh,
and took
yes.
a literary.
Oh yeah, yeah, right there.
Thaddeus must wait upon the terminus of such said train.
Here we are, this all.
Wait, but why carrots though?
It must be the equine part of him, specifically his head. Horses love carrots. Does not everyone know that?
No.
The black
But
heart
that's just
is gone.
racist.
I see.
Yeah, look, the plus ultra. Well, when exiting, fade away, create another that deals 74k damage.
Sometimes I keep getting that
You know, the
annoyment.
funny thing is that that's actually
A good hunt.
you know how like people are saying like, oh yeah, horses they eat carrots. Like yes, as a treat.
That bitch is sugar cube.
Yo, what's up,
You
bro?
the missing knight? Or I mean, wouldst thou perchance be the missing knight?
Yo, can you shut the fuck up?
Sorry.
Don't ruin the mood.
Thou dost not hail from these lands, and must not know the Chessian tongue. Luckily, I know yours, and in this base language, I must say something of such great urgency that I cannot delay but for one more moment in relaying the content of this warning to thee, my lord. Thou must flee this place post-haste, for the dreaded rook known as Mokdan Urgash shall return ere long, seeking violence, no doubt. 'Tis as I feared. He comes! Steel thyself.
Oh damn, that's a huge ass rook. That was a huge ass rook. I love how fast she died.
Quickly now, while the hour is right for egress. Thou must free me.
Oh
I
yes.
kind of that would work, so.
Yeah, honestly.
He-
Especially in this game.
I am ever in thy debt, thou mighty slayer of rooks. Come, let us depart from this foul place at once.
Would we be considered rooks in this case? Because we
Tell me,
just-
how did you end up captured?
Alas, the shame
We can
of
walk
capture
forward.
outweighed only by my shame at the impetus for my departure. The violence, the
Well, in this
bloodshed,
case, you
the
only
rolling
go forward.
in arrow-shaped patterns and
Press
unleashed
W.
So I deserted. To follow my life's true desire. Dance!
Surely you jest.
Would that I were, but alas.
My S key is unbound.
When
The only way I
Mokdan
move
came upon me,
is
I
just
challenged him
turning.
to a dance-off to win mine freedom.
Fucking flaws his
He laughed
C4
mercilessly
bomb.
as I expressed my innermost truth through the art of movement. Then he beat me onto the brink of sense and imprisoned me.
That seems inadvisable.
Indeed. Now I have but one choice: to throw myself upon the judgment of the king and seek his mercy. Come, 'tis not far now.
About
You're right.
Return with our beloved Thaddeus. It warms my heart to see thy countenance again, brave Sir Knight.
Brave, perhaps, but perhaps not.
Why dost thou say such a thing? Speak plainly.
Instead of fighting as a soldier, he wishes to dance as a dancer.
I see.
I see.
I understand, Sir Thaddeus. I too have certain passions that I would have pursued were my life to have taken a different path. But the skirmish must continue. Thou, who hast proven thyself most brave and capable, wouldst thou take Sir Thaddeus' place upon the field of battle?
I will do this for you, happily.
Wait, I'm a okay.
Do not wish to be a horse anymore. I just wish to be a dancer.
Checkmate! Now, commence the attack on the Blackheart King!
Always at the worst time.
And I'm happy they buffed the Gipsworth to have like 150% more damage.
I mean,
Alright,
the question
let me get
of
the plot
story is,
ultra.
Who the fuck moved?
The Blackheart King's
Okay,
reign
so
of monstrous
look,
terror is
if
no
I'm
more.
standing here, which is where Raven was standing,
We shall
right?
never again spew such
Then this,
foul
he was the bishop. So if the king is there, I deal damage there. Then you are here, right? Right? And then fucking Maya's there, and she's the queen. So she's blocking that. You're blocking.
No, I know the setup for the checkmate. What I'm saying is, what was the piece that moved on black's end, for me to make to make that move?
Oh, they had already moved. We couldn't move because we didn't have the knight.
That's the issue why we went to get the knight in the first place.
Gotcha. I thought we were like a step away from it, and the knight was, was just 2 steps. But okay, that makes sense now. I get you now. I get you. Hey, at least we won.
I, as ruler of these lands, wish to bestow the highest honor upon thy brow. Kneel,
rematch,
if thou wouldst receive it.
How do we kneel?
Ouch.
Oh.
In recognition of thy deeds this day, henceforth ye shall be known as a knight of the realm. Rise now in glory.
So, I'm a knight now. Sweet. That is, sweeteth.
Thou art always welcome in our lands, and wheresoever thy travels may lead, thou hies with the blessing of the Queen.
Fare thee well, brave knight.
Now,
as for thee, Sir Thaddeus, what am I to make of this?
Please, my liege, I beg your mercy. In my chest beats the heart of an artist, not that of a fighter. Dance is my one true calling. 'Tis my destiny.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Perhaps he deserves a chance to prove himself.
I suppose I would be remiss if I didst not, at very least, witness thy talents with mine own eyes. Commence to dancing.
Oh, yes, of course, my liege.
My word, never have I witnessed such elegance, such poise.
It's beautiful.
Sir Thaddeus, thou hast moved me. Let it be known across the lands that he who was once Sir Thaddeus shall henceforth be recognized as Dance Master Thaddeus.
Gratitude, my liege. I will not fail thy name in this most vital position.
Be sure that thou dost not.
He is now Dance Master. Yay!
Yay! I'm proud of him. Good for him. Following his dreams. Anyway, let's teleport out and talk to Saint Krieg.
Hold on a moment.
We're not gonna talk to Saint Krieg right now.
Ready.
Alright, now we're talking to Saint Krieg. Oh, do you have it already?
No, I'm waiting for you guys to do it.
Okay. Alright.
Time to throw in the towel.
There you go. Oh.
Hyperion proudly supports
There we go.
all vault hunters until they've outlived their usefulness.
Alright. Okay. Let us go and talk to Saint Krieg. Actually, first, let us go up here and do this.
Let us review what we have uncovered so far.
Spikety-thickety-die. The skag clawed out an eye. Your eye was swell, the skag ate well. Spikety-thickety-die. Rumble, crumble, spade. The spider ant laid in wait. Your bones did crunch. What a good lunch. Rumble, crumble, spade.
These are some poems, Krieg.
You wouldn't believe how hard it is to explain the concept of a punchline to someone with violent tendencies.
Crimson tears!
Well,
Alright, we got the gauntlet. Statue's almost complete, then I'm gone for good.
Spikes for the striker!
Okay. There we go.
We're almost done. We just need the mask, and we can get into Valhalla. Where are we going next, man?
Nowhere! Chaos is cancelled!
What? What could you possibly be afraid of?
The whiteness of his coat!
Oh. Yeah.
What is the matter?
To get the mask, he says we have to go back to where it all began. Where he and I first got acquainted.
The Needle Man cometh!
I'm actually gonna have to go since I do have something I need to do.
Okay.
This one might be a little rough
here.
for us, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Paul.
might as well, especially since it's been 4 hours already.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. I think we made, you know, some decent progress.
Club represents.
So, that's pretty good. But it's likely what? We're gonna finish it next time?
That's likely.
Probably.
Alright, well. We will talk 2 weeks' time.
I'll see you guys later.
Yep,